This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the 40th Annual New Orleans Investment Conference 2014. I have with me Mr. Bob Knight of Axiom Oil and Gas. That's AXIO. It's a public company in the U.S. Bob, welcome to SNNLive.
Shelley, thank you very much for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
It's good to have you. Let's get right into it. Give us an overview on Axiom Oil and Gas. AXIO is the symbol.
Well, Axiom is a development company in the oil and gas space. We've just acquired 15,000 gross acres in northern Montana, north central Montana. We've got 2 wells that we've drilled. We're just going to start fracking them early in November, and we've got 2 producing gas wells. Looks like it's going to be a new development resource play in Montana.
So where is it in Montana? Is it on any particular basin?
Well, it's in a county called Toole County, which is about 16 miles south of the Canadian-U.S. border. But it's in an area called the Kevin Sunburst Dome, which is a 1,000 square mile structure that has been in production. They've had oil produced out there since 1920. It's produced about 350 million barrels of oil and 350 BCF of gas.
That's quite a bit. Now, what's your background?
My background is I've been in the resource sector on the finance side for the past 30 years.
So now you're on the firing line as CEO of a resource company. How do you feel?
Well, it's not my first time to the rodeo. Typically what I do is I find projects that I like. I invest my own capital, and then I bring in a management team and additional capital, grow the companies up, and then we try to sell it for more than we paid. Doesn't always work.
But when it does,
you make some money. That's right.
Here's my question. We're almost finished with 2014. It's been a great year for a lot of people. It's been not so good for a lot of other people too, especially in the resource sector. Let's talk about 2015. Give me a little bit of an overview of the next year coming.
Well, what we plan for Axiom is to finish these first 2 wells at the end of this year. And then our goal is to drill 2 additional wells early in the spring. And if those 2 wells are what we think they are, then we'll start drilling horizontal wells, probably do 6 horizontal wells next year.
So what's your hope? How many barrels?
I would expect by the end of next year that we'll be doing around 500 to 600 barrels of oil per day.
You're getting to be junior serious.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's our goal to become a mid-tier producer in this space.
So how do you expect to continue development? Are you going to plow revenues or profits back into the ground as most young companies do?
Well, one of the things that we are going to avoid is being highly leveraged, which in this recent downturn in the oil and gas price is going to see a lot of washout in some of these companies, and actually there's going to be a lot of very good deals available. So we won't be highly leveraged from a debt point of view, but we'll try to reinvest our revenues back into the ground.
And how do you think the down in the price of oil, does that have really an effect at this point?
Not so much for our play, where it's a low-cost producing area. I think our break-even cost is about $35 a barrel, so we've got lots of room to make money.
Bob, what's your website for our audience?
AxiomOil.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Knight, Axiom Oil and Gas Corp, publicly traded company, and the symbol is AXIO. I'm Shelley Craft. This is SNNLive. We're at the 40th Annual New Orleans Investment Conference 2014. Bob, thanks for coming on to SNNLive.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Good to have you.